holding me back. The tears in my eyes fall to the ground. I look at the road, it's so far ahead. And all I want to do is turn back and run. But he says, yes, he says, Jesus says, walk on, don't look back. He says, walk on, don't turn around. He says, walk on, take my hand and walk on, walk on, walk on. Don't look back. He says, walk on, don't turn around. He says, take my hand and walk on, walk on. The Lord is my strength. He will make my feet like the deer's feet, and he will make me walk on higher mountains. The highway shall be there, and it shall be called the way of holiness. Hallelujah. Christ in my soul, pride in my heart, lust in my soul, sensual within. I call on my Lord just for a part. Jesus help me, bless me from sin. But he says, yes, he says, Jesus says, walk on, don't look back. He says, walk on, don't turn around. He says, walk on, take my hand and walk on, just walk on, walk on. Don't look back. He says, walk on, don't turn around. He says, walk on, take my hand and walk on, walk on. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, the valley of the shadow of death, you comfort me, you comfort me. Walk on, don't look back. He says, walk on, don't turn around. He says, walk on, take my hand and walk on, walk on. Don't look back. He says, walk on, don't turn around. He says, walk on, take my hand and walk, my hand and walk on. Take my hand, take my hand, take my hand, hallelujah. Hello everybody, welcome. LP Gloria, welcome. Christiana, welcome to Raina Speaks. It's another Thursday, it's 8 p.m. and here we are on Raina Speaks one more time as we do it. Well, I'm glad to come your way again today, and I'm happy that you're here with me again today. God bless you so much for always joining. Well, today I am not where I'm supposed to be. I traveled and I was at a conference the whole day, so we didn't get to make time to do makeup. Hey, you like my face like this, Abby? Is it not a nice face? All right, so we have to make do with what we have and the resources we have just to make sure the Raina Speaks happens as it should. So welcome everybody. Give me a hi, give me a wave if you can hear me so that we can go right ahead. If you can hear me, say something, hit the like button, hit the love button, do something so that I know that you can hear me. And then we can proceed. And we just listened to Walk On. Sally, one of our avid listeners, requested Walk On last week. That's a single I brought out on 5th of May in 2019. and she requested that song, and we have rights to the music today, darlings. We have rights. The song is ours, and we have rights. We can play it all day long, anyhow we like it, and nobody's going to be muting it or silencing it when we put up the video. Hey, you catch? You feel me? Feel me? Well, so welcome to another session, another episode of Raina Speaks. We've been talking about surviving in a hostile environment, and we've talked about work, we've talked about church, we've talked about surviving yourself as a hostile environment. And today we are going to be talking about surviving friends that are a hostile environment. I am so happy with the feedback I got last week about surviving in a hostile church environment. Many people were very happy about it, and they kept sending messages. They kept sending messages to people who have shared the posts to invite them to listen. And I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to everybody who shares my flyers, who shares my posts, who shares these lives, the videos, every single thing you share about Raina Speaks. I am grateful, and I want to say thank you. I am honored that you share, and I don't take it for granted that you take time to share everything that we do here. God richly bless you, and may you find support when you need support, in Jesus' name. So today we are going to be talking about surviving friends who are a hostile environment. One of my friends says, I'm just coming to cause trouble this evening because people are now going to be putting their friends up on a scale and measuring them and saying, bet you were not my friend and I thought you were my friend. I was like, that's the whole point. You should know those who are your friends and those who are not. And the fake ones should be gotten rid of, if you understand what I mean. So don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to share it in groups, to individuals. Don't forget to tag people. And we are just about to hit it. Welcome, Mercy, all the way from Kenya. God bless you. Now, as we all know, we believe that our friends are people who have our good intentions at heart, people who want to see us prosper, people who want to see us go on. But the problem is that not everybody that poses as a friend is a friend. We have people we call frenemies. What it means, friends and enemies combined. They look like friends, but they are enemies. And that's what we are going to be talking about tonight. So get your paper, get your friend list, put them side by side, and decide whether those should be your friends. Now look, it is always better. It is like work. A boss who is afraid to fire bad employees will bring down the business. If you keep saying, when I fire this person, what is this person going to eat? What is this person going to do? Kinds of things at work. First of all, you are telling the rest of the workers that it's okay for you to misbehave. I'm going to accommodate you. That's number one. Number two, you are telling this person that you are indispensable and without you, my company can't run. That's number two. Number three, that person's bad attitude is going to end up destroying everything you have built for. It is worth losing that one person over the rest. So you sack that person and use the best people for that. The same for friendship. If you keep holding on to friendships that are not beneficial to you, you will degrade yourself and eventually end up being very depressed. So that's what we're going to try and do today. Trying to make sure that we know who our hostile friends are, and we need to separate ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying keep malice with them or refuse to talk to them again, but you need to separate yourself so that you can grow sometimes. So let's go right ahead. Today, we are going to be basically discussing only the things you see that make you realize that this is a hostile person. Next week, God willing, as usual, we are going to be discussing how to survive in that environment. And by the way, sometimes by the time we finish talking about the things that make that person hostile, you've already decided, you've taken a stand, and you know what you must do to make sure you can survive in that environment. So let's go right ahead. Now, the first thing to know if that is a hostile friend, number one, is they find it hard to compliment you. They find it hard to compliment you. So they use words like interesting, really, okay, instead of wow, keep it up, exquisite, when you are doing something awesome or you're just doing something nice. So they find it hard to compliment you. It's like you must struggle for them to acknowledge that what you are doing is correct, or what you are doing is making a difference, or what you are doing is really, really helping. They will just be like, oh, really? It's like they always have a word that makes it look like, oh, in Chi we say akakakra. It's left small. I mean, you're almost there. You're almost there, but you know, they cannot compliment you for what you are doing. And when they compliment you, it's like you've begged for it. So one of the signs of a hostile friend is somebody who finds it hard to compliment you, but finds it very easy to say negative things. Hey, this your hair is not nice. But when the hair was nice, the person was not able to say, wow, wow, I can't believe it. This style fits you so much. You look so good. Hello, Sewa, welcome. They are able to say, no, this hair is not nice. No. You look ugly. But they are also unable to say, you look very pretty. Wow, this is the kind of hairstyle you should be doing. You look so pretty. If your friends or your friend is finding it hard to compliment you, that is a red flag. You should be careful. If they find it hard to use things like, wow, great, wow, keep it up, good job, exquisite, and they're always doing, oh, okay, really? Oh, you did that, really? Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. And that's what they are doing. That's not a friend. Ain't a friend, never gonna be a friend. Get rid of it. It is on it. It's not a him or a her, it's on it. Get rid of them. They don't make you, they don't give compliments to you. Number 2, their sentences about your work, family, business are very short and have no emotion attached to them. Example, it was a good show or product. They are emotionless about stuff that bothers you. So you are having a business, you are at a workplace, you are Chobis. Welcome, Chobis. You are at a workplace, you are doing something, and their sentences about your stuff is very short. The highest they've gone is, oh, okay, that was a good thing to do. That's it. They are not like, wow, when I was listening to you, I really paid attention. So for the first time, I've seen that you can even add a flower to this to make it, wow, how did you think about that? You see, a friend is very interested and therefore makes compliments because they've taken the time to view, to listen, to get involved. And so they discover. Because you see, that person being your friend doesn't mean the person knows everything about you. There's always something new you're going to be discovering about your friend. And apart from that, if you really pay attention to the things they are doing, you will realize that they are doing marvelous in ways that are their ways. And if your friend is not able to make longs every single time there's a short sentence, there's a problem. When they are emotionless about things that bother you, you are sick, oh, you'll be well. You seem down. What's the problem? Oh, snap out of it, snap out of it. I mean how people go, everybody goes through these things. Snap out of it. You know. And they don't want to show emotion for you. That's not a friend. Even God Almighty He created the soul. It means He's happy. He likes it. He feels wanted when we cry at worship. When we are so in love with Him that we shed tears, we sing from our hearts. So if your friends are not showing emotion for the things that bothers you, they are not your friends. They are frenemies. Now, if you know what the word frenemies is spelled like, the only part that has friends is 3 letters, F-R-E. The nemies, which is N-E-M-I-E-S, 6 out of them 9 letters in the words are enemies. So if they are emotionless and do not relate to you with emotion, don't care how you feel, when you feel, the time you feel it, they ain't friends. Watch yourself. Number 3, they can describe a movie vividly. Listen to this now. They can describe a movie vividly, but don't know any or no minimal details about what you do. They've been your friend for 2 years, and you've been doing the same thing for 2 years. They can describe Black Panther. They can say some of the words, do some of the actions, And you cannot tell me that you've been watching Black Panther every day for 2 years. I mean, that's going to be weird. It's a mental case at a point. Every single day for 2 years. Seriously. No, it ain't normal. But they've known you continuously for 2 years. Probably you speak every day, send a text message, send a WhatsApp message. But they can describe Black Panther better than they can describe what you do. That is not a friend. They are not interested in what you do. They are not bothered about what you do. Hi, Nana Araba. Welcome, Nana Araba. They can tell you the director of the movie. They can tell you all the actors, what they played. They can even relate to you the backstage things that happen. But they cannot tell you what you do. If it's a business you run, if it's a job you do, they cannot tell you into detail like that. Those are not friends. Those are not friends. All right, number 4. I hope I'm making sense. If I'm making sense, please say something. Give me a like, give me a love. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to tag people. And let's keep going. Welcome, Benedicta. All right. Number 4. Welcome, Fred Azuma. Excuse me. Number 4. When in a group or at a gathering with them, they try all they can to be the center of attention, or to make sure everyone knows that they propelled you to where you are. Definitely, as friends, you are going to help your friend to do something. But it is not when we are among people that you are coming to show the whole world that you did this. Some friends deserve that, I must tell you. Some friends are so ungrateful that sometimes you need to tell them, remind them that I helped you get there. If not, they will never remember that you did. But it is not there. If the friend is grateful, it's not there that immediately people say, oh wow, so you did that. Oh yeah, she did it with my help. I mean, she was confused about something. I had to show her the way, you know how friends are. We need to help each other and all that. And then when you go somewhere and people say, oh, your dress is nice, blah, blah, blah. She has to, most of these people draw attention from you. Some can, for example, while people are saying, oh, Charlie, your dress is nice. Hey, is that your hair? Hey, you are brave, or you are able to do this. They'll break a glass. They'll make some noise. Their phone will ring. Something, anything to distract the attention from you. They'll begin to talk about a very wonderful thing that they have done, and people's attention will draw to them. That's not a friend. That's not a friend. That's an enemy. They don't want you to enjoy the attention. Every single time something is mentioned about you, they have something else to say. They have something else to pull the rest of the people's attention to. That is not a friend. That is not a friend. It's an enemy. Do something about it. Number 5. Number 5 is dicey. But you know how we do it on Rainy Speaks? We talk about it. Without red hair or no. We talk about. Number 5, they don't trust their kids in your care. But you trust them with your kids. They don't trust their kids in your care, but you trust them with your kids. You are okay having your kids there if you have kids. If you don't have kids, any other thing that you can trust, you trust them with your car, you trust them with your money, but they don't do the same for you. But whatever it is, you see, kids are a very delicate thing. And anybody who trusts you with their kids is a good friend. It means the person trusts your judgment and knows that their kids are safe with you. What it means is that if that friend cannot leave their kids with you, they don't trust you. They always have excuses. Oh, you see, their father doesn't want... The men have suffered. Every day, their father. Every day, their father. You know, women like to use men as an excuse. Or their father, because they've... In Ghana, for example, once the man has said it's case closed, half the time, my ladies, your husband has not said anything. Your husband, he has not said anything. I've learned by experience that the men have not said anything. We are just using them as an excuse for what we want to do, because they are not there with us. Oh, my husband doesn't like my children to go anywhere. My husband doesn't like the children to eat from. Half the time, the husbands don't care. They want their children out of their hair so that they can watch their ball. They can do what they want. They don't care. As far as that person is trustworthy, they don't care. If I have some men, can they help me and give me a witness here? My husband this, my husband that, my husband this, my husband that. And I lie. Your husband not say anything. You say your husband say. So if they don't trust you with their children, as for that one, no. They cannot trust you with their children. They cannot trust you with anything. They can't trust you. They can. You are when their car breaks down. If you have a car, you're willing to give them your car. You trust that they will look after the car well. But when yours breaks down, they are now giving you Uber drivers' numbers, taxi driver numbers. They don't trust you with their car. A friend that does is somebody who doesn't trust you can never be your friend. Somebody who does not trust you can never be your friend. Reverend Tony, welcome. Can never. Rebecca, welcome. Can never be your friend. All right, number 6. They teasingly put you or what you do down or joke about your serious business. They teasingly put you or what you do down or joke about your serious business. I personally cannot stand that thing. Mami Akia, welcome. I personally cannot stand that thing. I'm talking about my business. You're like, oh, don't mind this one. She likes talking. I like talking. Seriously. How do I market what I do? By talking. What am I doing right now? I is talking. I need to talk for people to know what I do. So if you have a friend who every time you are trying to show what you do, communicate what you do, and they are making jokes about it, laughing, you are trying to be serious, then the person just bursts out laughing. You are trying to be serious, the person just makes a joke about it, teases you about it at that moment. That is not a friend. That is not a friend. And if your spouse is doing that, you need to sit down and talk to your spouse. Because sometimes our spouses are the friends we have. You need to tell your spouse very lovingly, very nicely that, please, can we be serious when I'm trying to be serious and not joke about matters or brush it off or make it look like it's not important. No, that is not a friend. All right, number 7. They emotionally exhaust you. They emotionally exhaust you. Let me tell you how sometimes they do it. Have you ever had a friend? I have had a friend who, when they call, they talk. They say all kinds of things. You listen to them. Immediately, it's your turn to talk about yourself. Oh, please, can I call you back? I'm just answering this phone. Oh, can I do this back? I'm just answering this. I have to answer this call. Immediately, it was your turn. They were busy. If you understand what I'm saying, give me a wave or a like or a love or something. You see, you are on the phone with a friend. You ask your friend how she's doing and find yourself being talked at rather than talked to for hours on end. And this consistently seems to happen all the time. As you finally get your chance to speak, your friend suddenly needs to get off the phone because she is now tired from all the talking. So your friends are there. You are there as they want to talk, not for you to talk. Yes, it's an intentional act. So they've said all they have to say. They've exposed themselves. Hi, Angie. Hi, Bestie. Hi, Sissy. They've said all they want to say. Now it's your turn to talk. That's it. They are tired. They don't want to listen. They have a very important something to do. Blah, blah, blah. No, that's not a friend. My best friend is here today, Angela. No matter how she's feeling, she can even be crying. When she finishes, she'll say, so do you also have something to talk about? Sometimes it's a crying competition. After she done cried her eyes out, then she asked me, then I cry my eyes out, then she cried her eyes out again. I mean, seriously. But that's how it's supposed to be. So if they emotionally exhaust you because you always have to bear the burden of their emotions and there's nobody to bear yours. So if you have a friend who always has an excuse to listen, or does not, he has an excuse why they shouldn't listen to what you are saying, immediately they are done pouring out their burden emotionally on you, that is not a friend. That's, sorry darling, I had to do it. Sorry Angela, I had to do it. So that is not a friend at all. They are just going to emotionally drain you. You are always bearing their burden, but there's no place to offload it to. And that's going to drain you emotionally. When you want to cry, when you want to vent, when you want to scream, when you just want somebody to be on the other end of the phone, keeping quiet and listening to you. You don't have that. So you get emotionally burdened and you are tired, you know, of bearing that burden. Number 8. This is funny, but over the years I've discovered it is true. So listen. Number 8. They try to immediately replicate what is happening to you to get the attention of you. For example, if you have been sick, they also fall sick, or fall sick immediately after you are well. If you go broke, they are also broke. If you have a bad day at work, they also have a bad day at work. Anything to get the attention of you, anything. So you are sick. In the middle of you being sick, by day 3, day 2, they have a headache. And they are experiencing symptoms that is making them sick. Just so that you can stop being sick. They expect you to stop being sick, to stop being broke, to stop having a bad day at work, and immediately attend to them. Yes, Nanara, but who listens to the listener? Yes. They replicate a lot of things that you are doing. They replicate. Immediately you are sick, they are sick. Or they wait, just as it looks like you are getting well, you are trying to recover fully, then they fall sick. So if you don't look for them, if you don't check on them, even though you are still recovering, you don't do that, so they are angry with you. When you were sick, I called you twice. You were sick for 2 weeks, the person called you twice. Then they expect, as for you, they expect you to call them, bring them soup, do this, do that, do that. They are not friends. I don't know if I'm making sense so far. This place is quiet. Can I get an amen? Can I get a thumbs up, something? Charlie Kukwa, welcome. I like your playing. Number 9. They don't back you up or take a stand for you. They don't back you up or take a stand for you. Listen, a friend is a friend. I used to have a friend where when something comes, you see, for a person to become your friend, the person has known you for a period. Please don't be calling acquaintances friends. I've done that in one of my shows. Acquaintances are completely different from friends. For somebody to be your friend, the person knows what you are capable of and what you are not capable of. So if something happens, you know, somebody accuses you of embezzling funds at work, your friend is standing there and says, well, I have to hear the other side of the story to believe this, to believe whether you did it or not. That is not a friend. How is that a friend? The person needs to hear the other side of the story before knowing that you didn't embezzle the fund. Like I said in the beginning, if the person doesn't trust you, you cannot even be friends. So is it any wonder that the person needs to hear the other side of the story before? You know. So if they don't back you up or take a stand with you, for you, they are not your friends. I'm sure when we were growing up, a lot of us heard the story about 2 friends who were captured by cannibals. And they were going to eat them. And one of the friends told the king that, we don't mind you eating us, but we were sent to find something for the king to cure him. So let us take the cure back, and we will come back, and then you eat us. And the cannibal king said, you think I'm stupid? Who knows that they are coming to chew you? Then you go and you come back. Then he said, okay, let one of us go. And then if the other one doesn't come back, you can at least still have one person to eat. And the man said, so which of you will go? The friends consulted and they decided that one of them should go. So as he was leaving, he told his friend, I will be back. The king of the cannibals laughed so much. He said, your friend will be back here. You are the next meat. Those days they used their legs, so they gave him a month to get back. Now, he left, and they kept the other one fattening him up, getting ready to roast him to chew. And the king reminded the one in their captivity every single day that your friend will not come back for you. And the guy in captivity reminded the cannibal king that my friend will come back for me. A day before the last day, that friend who went to deliver the gift to the king came back. So the cannibal king said that, I have not seen friendship like this before, and for that I am going to free the two of you. But let me ask you a question. So did nothing prevent you from coming? He said, my king, my own king told me that if I have been set free, then I should leave my friend to his fate. And they locked me in a cage. That is what has kept me even this long in returning. I found a way to escape. And on my way, they tried to chase me to get me back and everything. I had to go through all that to prove to my friend that I was a friend. Now, that is a friend who keeps their word, who stands by you and backs you up. The Bible says, who swears to his own hurt and does not withdraw. If you have friends who withdraw at every small thing, they have excuses why they are not doing something. They have excuses why this, why that. That is not a friend. It's an acquaintance. Don't be angry with the person. It's an acquaintance. You are the one who is trying to force an acquaintance to be a friend. That's why you are having issues. You see. All right, number 10. They prefer to use social media to communicate and mostly have excuses for not visiting you or finding ways to spend time with you. You're on the phone call with the person, let's WhatsApp. Do you have Messenger? Let's type. When are you coming to visit me? You see, I have a lot of work this week. The person has had a lot of work this week for 1 full year and has not made any effort to come and see you, to come and visit you. However, you do so when you can. That is not a friend. Oh, it is not. They not speak to listeners. It is not a friend. It is acquaintance. What is a friend that does not visit you? In fact, how do you even know somebody is your friend? Is that you have left your sponge there, you have left your dress there, your panties there. I mean, when we search in the room, we must find something about you there. And when we search in your room, we must find something about the friend there. Plenty things. They wear your shoes. I mean, you see, that's what I'm saying. That don't confuse acquaintances with friends. So a friend who likes to communicate only via social media and does not visit you is not a friend. No matter the excuse. No matter the excuse. Most of us have children. Most of us have jobs. Most of us are busy. So if the person is giving you little excuses of things that you also go through and yet find time to visit, find time to call, that person is not your friend. Break it off. Sewa says, don't make an acquaintance a friend. Place people in the rightful places so that you don't get disappointed due to expectations. Exactly. Most of us are calling acquaintances friends and we are getting into all kinds of trouble. All right. So, number 11 is they don't support or promote your business or job or family. This thing, I have said it in so many of my videos that I'm sure by now it should have sunk in. Anybody who does not support your business or job or family is not your friend. One of the things I find quite funny these days is that people who don't comment on your posts, when you send them your post, they don't share. But then they will send back to you that please share my this for me. Please share my that for me. Please, why should I share? Why? He who must have friends must show himself friendly. It's in the Bible. So you are not sharing mine. Why am I sharing yours? Because, please, do we get it? Anybody who cannot share your business, anybody who cannot support your business is not ready to take out money as a friend to buy something from you, to use your services, to pay for your services, to recommend people to you, to recommend you to people, to tell people to listen to you, to tell people to buy from you, to tell people to patronize from you, from your family, from your friends, somebody who supports the job you do. Your friend should be able to say, what's your shift this week? I get off at 8. Okay, I get up at 5. Should I pick the children to my house? That's a form of support. Oh, I made a lot of stews last week. I have one with your name on it. Come for it, because I know this week is going to be a troubled week for you. So come for it so that you don't have to cook when you get home. If your friends are, they are not they are not friends. They are not friends. Wumi from Nigeria says most of them I have are just colleagues. Yes. In fact, colleague, for me, colleague is even a wild word. Acquaintance. That's why it's like you are air is passing by. You see, air is your acquaintance, is passing by you. Once it leaves, you don't know it was there. You didn't even know that it came to pass. Because as for a colleague, you are in the office, you are seeing each other, you are flowing from there. Hey, they are acquaintance. They are not colleagues yet. Yes. Cook, while you promote me, I promote you. Some things are just laws of nature. Fully. So that's number 11. Number 12. They keep vital information from you. For example, if you work at the same place, they don't pass on information they know could get you promoted. If you and your friend work at the same place and the boss came to say something, or there's a competition or just something, and you were not there when it was being said, a good friend tells you immediately. In fact, while it is being said, the person is hiding under the table with their phone and typing. Charlie, that thing, it be like competition going inside the team. They said this, and I know you are very good at it. Let's do it. I'm your partner, okay? If anybody asks, I'm your partner. They want you to be promoted, so they tell you vital information. If you have a friend who keeps information and then says, oh, I forgot. Oh, I thought you heard, but it was an office thing, so I thought that it was in the memo. It's a lie. They didn't think anything. They did not forget anything. They just didn't want you to know. And that is not a friend. That's an enemy. All right. Number 14. They like comparing. Nothing you do is ever up to their marking scheme as compared to theirs or others. They like comparing. Nothing you do is ever up to their marking scheme as compared to theirs or others. So you bought this dress. Where did you buy this dress? Oh, I bought it from Karen Kane. Oh, really? Oh, her things are not that good. I have a better place where I buy my clothes. But well, I mean, it looks good on you, but well, you could have bought it at a better place. Do you see? LPNet. Friendly me. Yes. You know, they always have something to compare what you're doing, what you're wearing, what you're eating to, that makes that other thing better than what you are doing. Or makes theirs better than what you are doing. Do you see? Oh, where did you get these earrings? So I bought it at Mr. Price. Oh, okay. I got the red ones. They look better. This one, it looks dull on you. If you had got the red ones, it would match your hair. And, you know, I mean something. But this one is too dull on you. It would have been better. Comparing. Contrasting. Always something to say about what you are doing. Frenemy. Number 15. They do not come to you for advice. Your friends don't come to you for advice. They go to every other person apart from you for advice. If you willingly offer the advice, they would rather not use it. They always say, oh, yes. Sometimes they even listen. Then they'll come back and, oh, we tried the other method that was better than the one you told me. Which friend doesn't listen to their friend for advice? Because honestly, if it's a good friend, who knows you better than your friend? Why would you rather listen to a stranger's advice than to your friend's advice? They do not listen to your advice. They don't take your advice. When you offer it, it's not worth. They don't take that advice. They don't like to listen to you talk. It makes them feel stupid. It makes you look wiser than them. There is no competition between friends. Do you guys know that? There's no competition between your friends. two friends are two totally different things, and there's no competition. I can go on and on and on about my best friend and I. She is a very kept person. She knows how to match colors. She likes makeup, blah, blah, blah. Well, all these things I'm doing is these days I'm trying it too. Because of Rena Speaks. That's why I'm trying it too. That's why I'm trying it. I mean, I don't try these things. Left me alone, I'll be sitting here in my t-shirt and my jeans, and I'll be flowing crying. But there's no competition between my best friend and I. Absolutely no competition. No competition, LP. Yes, sir, we're iron sharpens iron. No competition. So if you find that there's competition and your friends don't want to come to you for advice because they don't want to say that it was Nanefia who gave me this advice and it worked, that is not a friend. It is not colleague. In fact, this one is not even acquaintance, it's stranger. It's stranger. It's no longer acquaintance, because even acquaintances listen to advice sometimes. They say, oh, I met this lady, she did this, she said that, and it worked. So your friends, and yet they want to keep advising you. And when they advise you, they want you to take it. But they don't think you are qualified to give them advice. That's not a friend. Number 16. They are busy when you want to talk, but less busy when they want to talk. I think I've addressed that in an earlier point. When they want to talk, you have to stop everything and listen to them. When you want to talk, they are busy. Their boss gave them work. They need to sew something. They need to cook something. They need to paint them nails. They need to be doing something when it's your turn to talk. But when they want to talk, they want you to be available. Yes, Favor, there's no competition between two friends. Benedicta, yes, stranger is the word. Exactly. Number 17. Listen to this one very well. Their spouses don't know you. You are a man. Your friend, your wife doesn't know your friend. You're a woman. Your husband doesn't know your friend. It's not finishable. There are only two things going on. You are hiding that friend because that friend supports you when you do bad things. And so you don't want to get your friend acquainted to your spouse. Or you don't consider your friend a friend enough for your spouse to know that person. How can you have a friend that your spouse does not know? Even your work colleagues, your friend knows, because as you are talking, it will come out. As you are talking, it will come out. Oh, so we're talking, then John said, we're talking, then Kweku said, you say, who is Kweku? Then you describe that one in my office, blah, 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 blah. So you've had a friend for 5 years, you've had a friend for 8 years. Your spouse does not know about that friend. Hey, there's a problem. You are not worthy enough to be introduced to one of the most important people in my life. I'm still not sure about whether you are my friend or not. Therefore, I cannot introduce you. That's not a friend. That is not a friend. They have not introduced you to their spouse. You are not a friend. You are not a friend. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. If after some time your friend has not met, you have not met in the supermarket, you have not met at church, you haven't met at home, you did not even meet in traffic to say, this is my spouse. Then why? That's not your friend. So how will I know how to help, how to support your family if I need to, how to support your spouse? I don't even know who they are. So if I go somewhere and they are in need, I cannot support them because I don't even know they are connected to me. And sometimes your spouse has even asked, who are you talking to on the phone while they were talking to you? And so this one, somebody who is trying to be my friend. They are forcing to be my friend. It's not by force. That's a response they give. Because they don't think you are friend enough to be introduced to their spouses. Number 18. They lie and gossip. They lie and gossip. Not just about you or to you, but they lie and gossip about other people to you as well. person who likes gossiping about other people is definitely gossiping about you to other people. This is something we all know, is nothing new, but it is very real. Somebody who always comes to you with somebody's issue is always taking your issue to somebody else. Always. You're welcome. Always. They have a problem with this person, they have a problem with this person, they also have a problem with you, and they've been taking it out there, whether you want to believe it or not. This sentence, I don't remember when you need vital information. I've had a friend where I needed information to get me out of trouble. The person was standing there when the thing happened, and she said she did not remember what had happened. She did not remember what had happened. I wrote here, this one is a snake and demon combined. Run. I forgot when you need vital information to get you out of something, or to get something to you, or to clarify a situation. They forgot. Yes, demon and snake combined. The devil and his child combined. Run. Disappear. Evaporate. Severe ties. It's not a friend. This one is a full-blown enemy. No matter how dire the situation is, the person does not remember what can get you out of the situation. It's not a friend. Why are you still there? This one, we don't, in Ghana we say you're in crack. We don't tell the person I'm leaving. You just leave. Just walk away. Just disappear. You don't explain the living situation. Just go. Run. Number 19. If you are on the same platform, they ignore your post and comment something indifferent or that has nothing to do with your post. If you are on the same platform, they ignore your posts and comment something indifferent or that has nothing to do with your post. I put up my Rena Speaks flyer. You're on the same group with me. They ignore it and go and respond to other people's own. Or they come and put something totally different there. Hey, I just saw this joke on TikTok. Then they come and put it there. Or sometimes they wait. Immediately you post yours, then they come and put theirs under. They don't say anything about yours. They just come and put yours under. Recently, I started doing it to somebody. The person waits. Immediately I put mine, then you come and put something different. So me too, I would wait. Then put it. You call it, it's not retaliation. Sometimes people must understand what you are doing. Some don't know what they are doing and how it feels. Any friend that does that, if a stranger does that, I mean, that's a stranger. If an acquaintance does that, that's fine. But if a friend does it, quickly defriend that person, de-acquaintance that person, and re-stranger that person. Defriend, de-acquaintance, and re-stranger. Put the person back from the start. You won't share. You won't talk about it. I have shared. Talk about it. Say something. Even comment. Just say, oh, nice. Wow. You are indifferent. Then you come and post something totally different to take the attention off me once again. You are not a friend. That person is not a friend. At all. Thank you, Favor. They are rubbishing your business. They are rubbishing it. And even if the person is not your friend and you're on the same platform, look out for anybody who immediately you put something there, comment something else, put something else to take that person doesn't like you. That person doesn't like you. It's not coincidental that every single time you put something there, the person has something to put there coincidentally. No. The person doesn't like you at all. You have to watch yourself. Number 20. Now listen to this one. This is quite an interesting one, so listen to this one. It says, you go out of your way to celebrate them on special days, but they do the bare minimum on your special days and expect you to be grateful. Hacknad, I know. Governments, I know. Excuse me. So it says, excuse me, you go out of your way to celebrate them on special days, but they do the bare minimum on your special days and expect you to be grateful. On their birthday, you've put them on Instagram, you've put them on Facebook, they are on your status, you are wishing them happy birthday, giddy giddy, you are wild. On your birthday, they put you on their WhatsApp status and write happy birthday. Me too, recently I used to spend my time making sure everybody's birthday. I was talking, I was saying something. These days, me too, I do some. I also put you on my status and write happy birthday. In fact, I can even forget. There's a game we are playing. Two can play. I can forget. Since you were able to forget, especially my birthday, you were able to forget one day out of the year, even though you were my friend, I will intentionally forget yours. If I get up in the morning and I remember, I will forget. I'll tell myself, forget. So if they don't, that's what I'm saying, Wumi. It's what I'm saying. They forgot. How can your friend forget one day, the day you were born, one birthday out of the whole year, one day they forgot? They are not your friend. They are not your friend. The friend, the acquaintance, the stranger. That's the word. Those are the words for today. The friend, the acquaintance, the stranger. I have some friends that we lost contact over a period, and I found them on Facebook, reached out to them. They responded on their birthday. I'll still put them up because it's always great to reacquaintance. See what I've done to myself now. To get in touch with old friends is always exciting, their memories. But some of them don't want to reconnect with you. I have this particular person I was very close to, and we lost contact because he traveled out of the country, blah, blah, blah. I found him on Facebook. I was like, oh, wow. We started talking. And I realized that the only time the person wants to contact me is when the person has something to share. And I said, well, me, I don't hide my things. I tell you, okay, but we are doing only when we need something. So me too, I only contact him when I want to share my Arena Speaks flyers. Then I send it to the person. Do you see? Yes, Nanara, but friendship does not exist in a vacuum. Relationship itself takes conscious effort and takes two to tango. I cannot be doing everything in a friendship. And you just sit back and say, I don't feel like it. That's not how I am. How are you? What are you? Who are you? Yes, so you can't be the only one doing the work. So you don't want to reconnect me? Charlie, social media. Unblock, block, unfollow, restrict. Block, unfollow, restrict, just to make sure you ain't getting back in there by hook or by crook. Now there's even a feature where block future accounts that the person may create on Facebook. All right, number 21. They must do every hairstyle and wear every dress or clothes you wear. That looks very nice. It is not. I have a friend who told me that everything you wear, I will wear some. Yes, sir, I walk away with style and swag. Wumi, some only want to show you how big they are now. It's true. It's true. Let me tell a story in relation to Wumi. I have a friend that I went to, I think it was training college with. And this person did not know where I was now, for want of better words. So this person came to where I work, which is in my school. And they don't know it was my school. So we started talking, and this person was talking about blah, 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 all these things, you know, trying, like Wumi saying, trying to show where they are now. And then one of my staff walks up and says, Mommy, please, we need this, we need that, we need this. So she said, why are they calling you Mommy? You are their boss. They should call you Mrs. Chikata. I said, I've tried. They said they will call me Mommy, so me too, I'm tired of trying, so I've stopped. I think she played it in her head a bit, didn't know what to do with it. So when I was seeing her off, just off the cuff, she asked, who owns the school? That's where my antennas just went up. And I said, I do. She said, really? This is one of the best schools here. You own it? I said, yes. My sisters and brothers, that was the end of the visitation, the call, the contacting. That was the end of everything. That person did not contact me again up until today. So, as a wife, saying somebody wants to copy your sense of style, do every single thing you do, your hairstyle, your clothes. It is not because the person admires you, because you see, what I do for myself may not look good on you, and vice versa. My friend told me, any dress you wear, I'll wear some. I said, hey, when I was in university, it was my father giving me chop money. At that time, you didn't have anybody supporting you. If you are coming to wear every single thing that I am wearing, Asama, problem has come. It means you will do anything to do exactly what I do. And that's not friendship. Like I said, there's no competition in friendship. Yes, Wumi, she was disappointed. All right. Now the last point for today. Point 22. They try to stop you from listening to Rena Speaks because they know you will become a better version of yourself. Any friend who will tell you that, oh, she just talks too much, I don't like the way she shouts, and I don't like the way she talks, she has an attitude, she's all over the place, she's not diplomatic, why are you spending time listening to Rena Speaks? That person knows that you are becoming a better version of yourself. That person is seeing changes. That person is seeing growth and maturity. Because so many people tell me that they are changing, they are seeing things differently, they are improving, they are expanding, they are maturing. So if your friend keeps complaining about you listening to Rena Speaks, that is a sure sign that that person sees something different happening to you. You is becoming a great version of yourself, and they don't like it. They don't like it. So they are stopping you from watching Rena Speaks. They call you only when it's Rena Speaks. They complain when you watch Rena Speaks. They always have something to say. She's not as refined as she should be. She doesn't talk as nicely as she should be. Sometimes one of her nails is off, but she still has the others on and she's still talking and you're listening. She has red hair, for crying out loud. How can you listen to somebody who has red hair? How do you mean that the person is going to be giving you good advice? You are becoming a better version of yourself. I can smell it. I can feel it. And they don't like it. Keep watching Rena Speaks, my dear. My dear brother, my dear sister. You will, yes, making it seem as if you are wasting your time on Rena Speaks. Every Thursday, 1 hour, you sit by it. Sometimes 1 hour, it passes. We are still talking. If only we would be humble ourselves to learn from those we think are going up or done better than us. Yes. So keep listening to Rena Speaks. I can assure you, like I said, I can smell it. I can feel it. I breathe it. I perceive it, that you are becoming a better version of yourself. I can tell it. I love you right back, Sewa. We're still going to talk about our nail and still going to fix it anyway. It ain't going to stop us from doing Rena Speaks. So, today, that's what we've been talking about. How do you know that this is a hostile friend? This is a hostile friendship, you know? And the quote of the week. I have 2 quotes of a week. Augustina, yes, a better version of yourself. The first quote says, in fact, there are no sayers of this quotes. I just found them. So while we move, we are moving. We have been moving since. We shall continue to move. Red hair or not, broken nail or not, moving is the moving. We are moving. Now, quote of the week. So we have 2 quotes of the week. The first one is, bad friends will prevent you from having good friends. Bad friends will prevent you from having good friends. Second quote, if the only way you can fit in with your friends is by doing bad things, you need some new friends. If the only way you can fit in with your friends is by doing bad things, you need some new friends. By laughing at people, by mocking people, by jeering people, by stealing, embezzling, chasing people's husbands, if that's the only way you can have friends, you need a new set of friends. Friends who don't let you read, friends who don't let you improve yourself, friends who don't encourage you to watch Werena Speaks to become a better version of yourself, friends who don't encourage you to pay money to go and become a better version of yourself. People don't want to pay to go and listen to motivational speakers who really prep them up and set them out. They prefer, give me the money, I'll buy shoe. Give me the money, I'll buy dress. Give me the money, I'll buy food. But they don't encourage their friends to go and learn. Those are bad friends. You should not have them as your friends. So these are the 2 quotes of the week. Bad friends will prevent you from having good friends. If the only way you can fit in with your friends is by doing bad things, you need some new friends. All right, so I told you we'll be doing some giveaways very soon. How many of us remember that we'll be doing giveaways? And I want to show you what we'll be giving away. Your own very throw pillow with Werena Speaks written on it and our logo. Who's excited? Yay! Your own throw pillow. Can you imagine having your own throw pillow with Werena Speaks on it and our logo? So keep watching Werena Speaks. We are going to be asking questions, and no matter where you are in the world, we will find a way of getting it to you. If you are able to answer any question we set, we are going to be asking different questions, and once you win, there are 10 of these to be won. 10 of these to be won. So don't forget, keep watching, and don't forget to answer any question that comes up. We will not be telling you when the answers will, the questions will be asked. You just have to keep listening and answer as fast as you hear the question, and then you will get yourself a branded Werena Speaks throw pillow. That's how we want to reward our vivid listeners and those who keep encouraging and supporting us. We are so grateful that you encourage us, that you support us every week. You are here every single week. I cannot believe it, but every week you are here, and we are grateful for it. I just want to say a great thank you once again. And the Werena Speaks Good Work Ethic Workshop was a success. Thank you. And we are going to be coming to Accra. We are going to be going to Kumasi. We are going to be going to Tamale. We are going to go all over Ghana. And from there, we intend to go to the rest of the world. So if you hear about the Werena Speaks Good Work Ethic Train, don't fail to register. The money you are paying cannot be exchanged for the wealth of knowledge you are going to get to become one of the best workers, one of the best bosses, one of the best entrepreneurs of our time. So always join if you hear. Jane, you can go back and listen, don't worry. And thank you one more time for listening. Thank you for being here. Remember that you can have friends who are creating a hostile environment for you, and you need to get out. God bless you. Let's listen to a song before we get it. The tears in my heart keep holding me back. The tears in my eyes fall to the ground. I look at the road, it's so far ahead. This is my song. You can get it on Audiomack or on Apple Music. Walk On by Adoyle. Jesus says, walk on. Don't look back, he says, walk on. Don't turn around, he says, walk on, walk on. Take my hand and walk on. It's been great having you. God bless you so much. See you next week. Have a beautiful weekend. And make sure that you are scrutinizing your friends to make sure that you are befriending, de-acquainting, and restranging those who don't need to be around you. God bless you. Have a good night. And love you all. Bye.
my feet like the deer's feet, and he will make me walk on higher mountains. A highway shall be there, and it shall be called the way